We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie from Wisconsin. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kenneth Grant able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down and 13.
Ready. 7 Pirates.
To the air with McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the 2 of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
19 Tiger.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from the 1. McCarthy going to sneak it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Okay, break. Let's go now. 60 Eagles.
They'll They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is indeed good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
on play action. Here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Dolphins now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn. Things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he stopped immediately there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to the ground, Achane. Oh, nice move. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's another Dolphins first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10.
20, TX. Long.
Achane gets it from the gun. Stays on his feet. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 17. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Go ahead. All right, go. Ready. Out.
Tua going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. The Vikings take over 1st and 10. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, he's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Felton, 65 yards. And the Vikings are once again back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Get right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Here is third down and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now we'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Throwing is McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Throwing again, McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jordan Addison.
31 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Dolphins 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive first and 10.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now second and 5.
They're right here. Ready.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
A gain of a yard brings up third and 5.
Out.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
All right. Out.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That is caught. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
First down.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Get safe.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long.
21G, 21G.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Vikings 3-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Now Tua. The quick slant caught. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Get set. 19. Out.
On 3rd down, HM. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Out.
Tua on 4th down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
The final shot before break. McCarthy to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
17 yards.
45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down. First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They're right here. Out, out. Out.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready. What about you? Ice jab.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Open man, that's Hill complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Keys. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end.
Touchdown! Ty Felton with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Dolphins 14. Will Weichert to kick off for the Vikings.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
To the air with McCarthy.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Dolphins 21. Will Reichard to kick off for
Out is the
Vikings.
kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
All right, come on.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Achane.
2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard
Well, every drive
line.
from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Play action, now it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Go ahead.
From the gun, it's Tua. A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. Here's McCarthy.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Throwing is McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. On first down, Keys. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Let's go now. Hey, this is the Lions.
They'll keep it on the ground. Keys. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Ty Felton.
44 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9.
Here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing Tua.
Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass worked to perfection.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal. Here's Tua.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
38, Dolphins 36. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Go! Viking 18!
From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First down, Vikings.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Vikings, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers.